we are here, high atop Coffey's cliff, where all the action's going on. So we're going to follow it, and then when we get a break, we'll talk a little more. Welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee on this beautiful day, September 20th, 2025, as we watch the action here at the cliff start to unfold. If it's your first time with us, I'll tell you a little bit more about all of it here after bed. Stay tuned, stay on, and have a good time. Also, Catch of the Week short just released at 5 o'clock a little bit ago. And make sure you check that short out. The Catch of the Week is everything that we watched, and then the top 9 picks are on that short, so check out Catch the Week. There's stuff from all over the country on that. So let's get back to the track. I got to take a call, and let's have a good time. An old Conrail car. Check it out. The old emblem on it. The autonomous locomotive reversing there into the yard. We are at the north end of the rail yard. Where they reverse in and out to build the next trains going out. Hey, look, we got guests.
Out of here there, 63, knock it down.
Tony, time for more cake. A big thank you to each and every one of you for making it 2100. Tony, that's a good goal. More cake at 3,000. I like that idea. All right, let's get to work on 3,000.
Come on out, get full, and then if you have 3, I'm sorry. You have 3, and then DPO and head in on 2. Hey, you got my Radis and all? I bet thank you, sir. Okay, I'll meet you out here. Bye. Quiet, Sheriff Champ.
There in front of us, on the CSX signal tower, is a green. So when we hear no defects at 133.9, we know our train's coming. And then we have a yellow over red on the outbound. For NS, here at the north end of the Debucks Yard. Wilder Bridge. Now, one minute we think no rain, the next minute we think rain. So we're on moment to moment, everybody. Here's a look back at the yard. The rail's a little wavy and this, that, and what have you. But that's looking back at the hump yard, where it looks rather full tonight.
Short way under over. Right. 8, 6, 8, pull back under. Out. 8, 5, 8, parking brake, full. Out. 5, 1, local in remote mode, covering, hold back protection off, parking brake, full, out, 10F, 5, 1, 8, local, remote mode, covering emergency from out, protection off, parking, full, out, 10F, 8, 1, 8, local, covering emergency from outside, hold back protection off, parking, full, out. 5, 2, parking brake. Out. Hey, Lewis. Hey, I'll be good. 369, bringing the power.
We're going to go west side behind.
You ready?
Coming around, we're going to go west side behind.
More tires. 5, 2, local in the local. Heavy emergency from Delta. Go back. Off. Out. Get your cut there. Stand by with.
Can't tell if they are welding or if that is grinding. And those are sparks. Kind of looks like sparks from grinding.
I got that. Yeah, get on board and track number 2 there. We'll get you board on.
Looks like I'm pulling the ribs. Can you get to the other side of the yard? You want me to wait here?
2-1. I've started twice today to send you a note, make sure you're okay, and every time I get interrupted with another project. I'm glad to see you're on, and I'm glad to know you're okay. Good to see you. Hey everybody, we do have green on CSX, W&A sub, Waxahachie, on down towards Atlanta, and September 30th, a really cool event. It's the annual anniversary for the Medal of Honor Museum here in Chattanooga, where it originated. Hold on one second. The National Medal of Honor Museum originated here in Chattanooga, and the reason being is the first Medal of Honor recipient was from or occurred here in Chattanooga. Next Tuesday, and again today is the 22nd of September 2025, on September 30th on the W&A subline, CSX is taking 20 of the Medal of Honor recipients on a reenactment of the route that the general took, because Andrews and the Raiders were the first recipients of the first Medal of Honor that was awarded. So now Andrews was a civilian, so he didn't get one. There's been a total of, this is the highest award that you can receive for valor, as I understand, in the military. It has to be signed off by the president. There are a total awarded Medal of Honor recipients 3,547. The first 6 Medal of Honor recipients were part of the Andrews Raiders group, and some of them are buried at the Chattanooga National Cemetery, where those first ever Medal of Honor recipients were awarded on March 25th, 1863. And then 15 more were awarded later in September of 1863, making it a total of 21. 2 members of the Andrews Raiders from the 21 total were awarded the Medal of Honor 162 years later on July 3rd of 2024 by President Biden. To date, there are only 61 living recipients of the Medal of Honor, and approximately 20 of them, we understand, will be on board, along with their guests, will be on board CSX, where they're going to start out at Big Shanty and follow the route, and there'll be reenactors on, etc. They're going to follow that route back to Ringgold, where just outside Ringgold is the monument on Ottawa-Ringgold Road where the general came to rest. So, we hope to catch the beginning and the end. They're having a private event there at the Ringgold Depot. So, just a little bit of what's going on. And like I said, that's going to occur on the W&A subline. When it leaves the cliff, it goes past Chattanooga Airport, heads on down to the Bird Cam, then Tunnel Hill and on down. So everybody, thanks for being with us. Switchers, NS pass-through line right next. And then, as you see, the trains will be reversing in and out. We've got enough bugs up here to start a bug museum. So everybody, thanks for being with us. I'm going to catch up with you on the monitor. I'm going to turn the scanner back on, chase some more flies and mosquitoes. I'm learning this whole camera thing, kid, when I move setups, I can take the tablet with me because it runs from a tablet. And it looks like I may have to do that. All right, right now, we're looking back towards the yard. I guess while we're waiting on CSX to appear, had to stop to catch a mosquito there.
Main tower, 68. Okay, go ahead. The cars are derailed. Anything derailed, but it looks like cars are off a little bit. Give me just a second, Sam. I'll actually get you a good odds on.
Here comes our CSX.
CSX, equipment defect detector, mile mode, 133.0. get through there. Eight, 6, 5, 8, parking brake, 5, out.
Hey, you guys, I think we've got a surprise coming. Check. Let's see, I can't quite tell yet. Check this fourth locomotive back, you guys. Check the fourth locomotive back. Lake Michigan and Indiana. Rail line locomotive. Lake Michigan and Indiana, you guys. How cool is that? Flying diamonds. Check out the eyeballs. 3 of them.
stop operation. Facility visit. Like that, that's your crew. How many cars do you have in that? Alright, I'll drop in the other. Alright, you got it. Yeah, I got Alright, after I get the double wall, stop. we will have it. Awesome. easy couple moves. We're on it.
If you have not checked out the short that released today at 5 p.m. Eastern, please make sure you do. It's Catch of the Week with the 9 submissions that were selected for this week. And wow, what a great week it was. There goes our inbound train.
76959.
Slowly going into the yard over there on the far side.
Yeah, can we get a signal? We got a board, you know, you'll be.
That's what
on the case, please have a chance to go over. Appreciate it. I don't know if utility got 0. I guess we can jump for that. Well, we got it.
A special thank you while we're kind of waiting for the next thing to happen for everyone that did participate in this week's Catch of the Week, either being on with us live last night from the studio, as we do each Sunday at 5:30 Eastern, and for everyone that sent in submissions for Sunday, the 21st. Thank you, thank you. And I hope you all had a great time last night. It always gets so hard there at the end to make a decision. It's this one, that one, that one. There's one of our autonomous locomotives sitting out here. They were talking about they had a couple cars hanging on the edge for derail issues, but that was a while ago. We haven't heard anything since. Don't know if we can pull this off, but don't know if we can. The board way down there has an amber. It's got a red over amber over red on the far, far signal bridge all the way down there. CSX, 3 reds. The NS pass-through, all reds.
Wow.
Alright, it appears this is 369 leaving the yard. 369, I do believe.
Michael Way.
Little burn mark there above the stallion. $36.78, $81.80. He has 44 AC. Can you hear him talking about? Okay, you hear him telling 369, called his numbers, and our orange Kubota is going to put the EOT device on. Out he jumps.
There. right outside off. I want to check this. I'm not sure if that tree is there. Hold back, off. Brake light fully charged. Out. All tracks. They're restricted. At 7:1 at 7:10 p.m. EMP. Mike Bravo, over. Yeah, they're ready to go. Question. All right. Non-station pass, I'm at 7:00.
mosquito mallet.
Oh, really?
Ay, ay, ay.
Alright, one second.
We got. And there goes the Kubota off into the distance, back into the yard for the next project.
What's that? It's not showing up, it's not. Let me switch those here. I just moved back and I'm working back there. Oh, alright, I'll delete it.
We got gnats, white bugs, and mosquitoes.
Very good.
The white bugs have started to go in. They were kind of thick again.
We have no idea. That's up coming this way?
No, just whatever's next. Moving the weight of the world will be here at like 6 in the morning. While I'm fast asleep.
Right.
Oh, cool. Is it all done and going?
Yeah, I got like 15 flights on it.
All right, 369 is getting ready to leave. How many?
About 15.
But not at the airport where you could crash.
Not
right?
at our field, no, different field.
Andy's here, everybody. We're talking about his plane. The field he uses has a new cell tower close by. Not a good thing at all. Especially if you own a $10,000 plane. We use the bail Bob bail theory when we want to get out. Andy uses the crash Bob crash theory when that cell tower interferes with that incredibly large, bigger than a car, aircraft. $369 departing. I wonder how many cans of paint that took. Yeah, let's carry about 23 cans down for each different color. See, that's why you gotta have friends that like to go to the rail yard with you, so they help carry all the paint. I mean, what you do when you're down there and you're painting away and it's like, you know, I really would like this to be purple. You got the purple? No, I thought you had the purple. Oh, we forgot the purple. So do they skip it? Do they run back and get the purple, or they just use something else? Conrail! That's the second time tonight we've seen the double C. Last car on 369, pulling a Conrail auto rack. What do you think, John? They're a little memory from the past? Yeah, special thanks for Robert, or to Robert, for sending in that picture of the derailed runaway here in the yard last Wednesday. I bet you that makes somebody's day. And now we know why we saw all those big crane trucks last week when we were here coming out at dusk. They were fixing everything.
Feel free to use the fly swap if you want. Is it a rail car or a locomotive?
A rail car. It's a tanker that came off the track that went into the side of the boxcar.
Oh.
And it looks like it was a runaway at the hump yard. Hit it. Not over. It's on last night's picture.
But they have fun cleaning that up.
And there goes the end of 369, headed towards the Y out at Sitico, where he will either go north up to C&O and TP, because I'm not sure where that train number goes, or he'll go out east to Ottawa, and then either up Knoxville West End to Knoxville, or down Atlanta North District to Dalton and beyond. And as you can see, we got an amber now on the pass-through track for NS. We have had very, well, I don't think we've had any NS pass-through traffic tonight, and we've had one CSX going south. That's all we've seen on the tracks closest to us. Y'all wave goodbye to 369. Put that in the trailer when you take it somewhere? Like to disassemble it? Don't you ever worry about coming apart when you're flying? No?
You got off the middle fourth track up the street. Put that fourth up the street here all the time. I know 312.
I guess we're going to have to call Jesse up and have him come get rid of that one limb that's hanging down. And then we can see all the way down there. Over on the right, got amber on the top with over red. As you see the EOT device about to make the corner. John, where's 369 go? South, I guess. Tony, what are you confused about? $750's been sitting out here for a hot minute. Project, trying to see this thing in the sun. Yesterday was the first day. Adopted point, shoot, hope. It does not like dark 30. It's like, where is the image that I'm supposed to be focused on? As he reverses back into the hump yard. Way down there, there's a sign that says stop. Wonder who gives you a ticket at the rail yard if you fail to stop. You, sir, are getting a ticket for failure to stop. Here in the rail yard. 2 detection points. And you have to go sit in the locomotive not running while it's hot out. Wow, we've never seen Erlanger that clear. We can even read the words Erlanger on it. Whoa, that's pretty cool. We could probably even watch Life Force come in. There's the towers for the yard. Erlanger down on 3rd Street, downtown Chattanooga, or just outside of downtown Chattanooga. And there's the 334 milepost.
One handbrake.
And that will be the direction where our next train will be coming from. on the pass-through track. We have flashing amber. And we have amber all the way down. You're welcome. You want to use the tailgate?
No, I'm not gonna stay too long. I'm just passing through on the way home.
We're staying until 8.
Okay.
Because at 8, somebody rings the alarm and the mosquitoes ascend.
Oh,
Jeez. What was it? Thursday? As soon as it got just almost dark, it just like started coming.
Yeah.
And the other day, the little white bugs you see,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had to turn the fan on to keep them blowing past for something. I got it now, Mama Bear. That one went over my head there for a moment. Hello, Robert. Can you believe October is almost here?
Yeah, I know.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. And the older we get, the faster it goes. Yeah, like that. She told me all the time. You're gonna wonder where all the time went. Boy, is he right. Where the hell did the time go?
I just can't believe this. And I don't know if I've ever had a year this fast.
There was a kid I was working with in Minnesota. He was my apprentice. I was doing the Minnesota Vikings Stadium.
Like wiring it?
Wiring it, yeah.
No kidding?
Do the fiber optics for the scoreboards.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, the new stadium, the U.S. Bank Stadium.
Did you have to go up?
Oh, yeah.
Up?
Yeah, we had lifts and everything. Anyway, there's this kid. He was 21 years old. He was, all cocky and everything. So, one day you wake up and you get 50. And he looks at me, he's like, oh, I was like, yeah, just,
47, sir.
because it was right around his birthday or something.
Sam, sir.
No, I was messing with this one kind of shoes. She was pretty good. First year. Punching down some tournaments. She did done. She told me, hey, I'm gonna. So okay, there's a good punching on. And I gave color code, right? She was like, it was the color code. I said, you got the same color. So I had her in my hand. I had her all wound up and everything. So we did that. I was just messing with her.
You had her full attention, did you?
Hmm?
You had her full attention, did you?
Oh, no. He was young. He was in the early 20s also. Now this goes back 10 years ago. 2015 was the time I was up there and they were building that stadium. What a cool gig that was.
They didn't do it in the winter.
They did. It wasn't the winter today. Of course.
I never understood why the northern stadiums don't have a roof and the southern ones do. Never understood that.
Well, that U.S. Bank Stadium replaced the Metro
In
Minneapolis.
in Minneapolis.
Was it the Metro? I don't know, whatever it was. It was a fabric roof and covered the stadium.
Yeah.
A snowstorm.
Yeah, I got to save them on. Put I have
Not too much weight.
Yeah. So that's why they got rid of that stadium. And then they totally got rid of it, and then they put this U.S. Bank Stadium in its place. And the outfield is,
16 take.
the building is shaped like a hole of a ship. Shaped like a hole of a ship.
For Jersey and all the way home. Thank you.
Ran a lot of papers.
Because they're like a Viking ship.
Yeah, it was,
How many miles of wire would that thing hold? Now, how would you know where one end went?
well,
That's gotta be amazing to do.
yeah.
It does look like a ship.
Yeah.
Whoa. That is cool.
And then some of those pictures inside were just amazing. Anyways,
Did you get to go to some of the games when they first started in case there was electrical issues?
no, they didn't give us any. They didn't give us any tickets for any games. I'm like, you shit that.
Well, as the lights in Chattanooga come on, there's somebody running around. Yeah, sounds like we have an NS train coming. Told you we all had a double hump. Train crew's probably switched. Here he comes.
No defect.
So that detector is right there.
Yeah.
That's the 334 number right there.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 334 point. No defects. Repeat. No defects.
Mama Bear, the new camera and I have not quite yet come to terms. And I'm not quite sure who's going to win. But I can tell you, we do bring the meaning to work in progress to reality. Some things are pretty cool. Other things are a challenge. Me going to the 21st century is a definite challenge. What we can see versus what we used to is much different. The focus issue and distance issue are another pair of subjects. All right. As you can see, he's not quite yet around the curve. We have him focused to the furthest point out that I can go. And now he's gone. Our other locomotive, switching, has been sitting here for a while. I said there was a conversation earlier that there was a car or more slightly off the tracks back there, so I don't know if it has anything to do with that. Haven't heard another peep all night about that. We are going to stay till 8 p.m. Central Time. Excuse me, Eastern Time. Andy looked at me like, Mike, the mosquitoes will be so thick up here, they'll be running the camera at 9 o'clock Central Time. That is the CSX signal tower, where you have 3 of a kind, all red. And if you look way down there, you got a whole bunch, all of a kind, because they are all red too. Now, let's see. We haven't been out this late with this camera. The other night we were fooling around with it, and it did not like that period between dusk and dark.
Is that a different lens?
Let's track this fella coming out. Yeah, he does not like that, does he? There, that'll solve that problem. Well, it's doing better than it was when we did the test on Friday night, or maybe it was Saturday night. That's it. We did the test on Saturday night. And then I went to Dalton for the first time. Hey, Mama Bear, what do you think? There's a lot of glowage on that track now. Whoa. Look at it on here.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole new meaning to glowage.
Yeah.
And then finally we had to give up testing because the mosquitoes won. So then I ventured off to the track on Sunday by myself, which would be yesterday, and then the experiences began. But we can definitely see in there better than we have in the past. Look at that. We just saw the locomotive spit. That's pretty cool. I guess if you get really bored, we can count how many times that green light flashes. Gosh, it's getting darker. Well, hello, Eugene. Welcome back, Crash. Crash got to see the boat get stuck on the track and there's a big old boat going across, and he bottomed out and got stuck. And Crash happened to be there. Hold on a second, I'll send you a picture.
They had all the lanes shut down coming off. Because there was an accident at 7 o'clock. That rain.
I can't believe I don't have this picture. There's the boat.
Main tower, over. 70, over.
41 in downtown Ringo, right by the depot.
All right, thanks.
Where it happens pretty regular.
You know, those low boys aren't meant to go over trucks like that.
And see, they don't have it marked as such.
Yeah.
This side's higher than this side, so when they're going this way, they always run into a problem, and they don't even know it because there's nothing warning them that this is lower. All the rest of the crossings this way all have the pinch thing. That one doesn't, and that's where the train killed the lady. That's where the train hit the excavator. There's all kinds of history there, and they haven't done anything about it. It's just, I guess, the entertainment side.
So they get it off the tracks.
Eugene, I hope everything is great up in Virginia. It's starting to get dark, as you obviously can tell by all the lights coming on. That is kind of a cool picture, even if I do say so. I don't know what it looks like at your end, but from my end, it's way different than what we've normally seen. So I'm going to let you all watch that for a moment. Says we have a connection problem. That's the third time tonight.
44 hours.
Again, that whole conversation about technology.
Well, I'm gonna head out.
All right. I'm about 10 minutes behind. I'm going to start packing right now. All right, everybody. Andy said tell y'all good night.
Good night, everybody.
And he's going to see y'all at the next crossing. In the meantime, you guys can watch that, and I'm going to start packing. And we're rolling out at 8. Got to go check on Mrs. S and have dinner. My doctor's on my case like a coat of paint on an old barn about eating late and all the rest of that stuff. So I'm going to do my part to try and get a little better. And like I said, when it gets a little bit dark here, it's like the mosquito hour begins. So that is, I love that shot. I don't know how it looks at your end, but wow, we haven't seen that look. everybody. Since it's so dark, you won't be able to see my smiling face. If it's your first time, I hope you had a good time. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you, everyone, for all the thumbs ups tonight. Thank you, everyone, for being on, taking the time to hang out with us. Casey and I appreciate it. Anybody gets any more information on the Medal of Honor trip on CSX, where they retrace the path of the general with those on board, let us know. Make sure anything you get this week that's rail related that you saw and took your picture of, catch of the week, railmoments.com. Videos up to 30 seconds with no sound. Otherwise it jams YouTube for copyrighted music. So, or stills. And if you're not sure what catch of the week is, look at last night's. There's 14, 15 of them now. And you'll see it. And it's really cool because there's pictures and videos from all over the country. Tara and some of hers up in Virginia, oh my goodness, and all around here and down in Texas. Railfan Lucan, whoa, he had some really cool things this week. So, you know, we all kind of railfan here around in the area, but we'd miss a lot of different things during the week. On Sunday night, you can get railfanning action from all over the country. And then we picked 9 total submissions, and they came out today in the live at 5 p.m. So make sure you take a look at tonight's Catch of the Week shorts. Casey does just an amazing job with that. I hope you all tell him. But check out this week's. It is really, really unique. Send it to a friend. And Tony, you start working on 3,000 subscribers, because we're going to have more cake. So there's our closing view of the DeBucks Rail Yard, the second largest yard classification of its type in the NS system over 22 states. So, catch of the week. Make sure you subscribe. Tell someone you like about the channel. If you have a good time, come back. If you have a bad time, come back anyhow. So, I think that's it. We'll go ahead and move over to the car right in front of us, where we have a light on it at this moment. As we bring tonight's live to a close, thank you, everyone. And again, thanks for all those thumbs up. And it is that magic moment. Somebody tell me. Because I and Casey and all of us will see each other. Where are we going? Hello, the drifter from the hours. Glad you made it on before we got on. Hello, brother. Casey, we're just coming to a close. You got anything you want to add before we figure out how to turn this off? And Casey, in case you didn't see it, here's a look back. I'm not sure how long you've been on, brother, but check this out. A look back into the rail yard, the hump classification, or the hump yard, at night. Well, before Casey got on, it was a beautiful picture. Now it doesn't want to cooperate. Can you imagine that? What the heck? Technology. Well, anyhow, everybody, Well, Casey, you have to wind back. Casey, you have to wind back to see that. Or at least my monitor looked all, So, we've had a couple of connection issues. Not sure how or why, but anyhow, we have. So everybody, Casey and I will see y'all. Where are we going to see everybody? Somebody's got to tell me. Oh, A-Right already did. We'll see y'all at the next crossing. And Boney Mahoney is in the truck hanging out for a moment because Mike has just had a lot of technology learning tonight. So, everybody see y'all tomorrow at the next crossing.